Greetings. All right, y'all. So we are on time tonight. Sometimes I'll be like a little late. All right. The table is throwback, okay? So yeah, I had to move my stuff around so my table is not cute and set up and everything right now. So we're gonna make do with what we do have. I know that. We're gonna make do with what we got. Like Mariah Carey says, good sis, good auntie, Mariah Carey. I'm doing what best I can with what I got. Okay, so I am going to check the sound, make sure we can hear everything. Okay, so let's make sure the sound is okay. I can hear myself good, right? Everything is on point. The sound is okay. It's good to go. I'm trying to burn my incense. I can burn my candle. I gotta remind myself to get another lighter. Gotta get me another lighter. Candle. Okay. Okay, well, let's get it. I'm ready if you guys are ready. Um okay. I don't know if I'm gonna use it after tarot. I might, but no guarantees. Alright, I'm gonna wait till the live fills up a little bit. So if you guys are interested in a happy hour reading, I have a special tonight. So the menu is $20 for general questions, 25 for love questions, and 30 for a combo, which is a general and a love question or topic. So general reading or questions or love topic or question is the combo for 30, and then 25 for love questions or topic, $20 for general question or topic. Um, Anyone that purchased a reading tonight, a question tonight, um, if you donate a question to someone, you will receive a free personal reading with me. Anyone that's interested in um, being one of the ones that obtain that, what am I trying to say? Sorry, I'm like trying to do two things at once. Anyone that would like to obtain the donated reading, I have to see if anybody donated a question. All you have to do is leave pay it forward in the chat, and you have to be actively live on the chat. Otherwise, if I call your name, you don't answer, I have to skip you. But that's only if we have donations. If not, then it's not gonna happen. So let's put the list of names of everyone on the list tonight in the chat. Um, that incense is very strong. Okay. So, Ashley, you were up next, or up first, I should say. Yaminah, Breyonna, SB, Gabi. Let me make sure I have everyone before we proceed. Okay. All right. So, Miss Ashley, you are first. So, your timestamp. Let's get it. Let's get your timestamp. It is 4:49. Okay. Yeah, it's 4:49. Okay. Second. All right. Question. Let's tap in. So, how can you impress your manager in your next interview for this specific role? Let's see. All right, Spirit. Thank you for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity for Ashley. What's for divine clarity, divine truth, and wisdom? Spirit, cast down all vain imaginations, any high demon judges, all the subjects of knowledge of wisdom and truth. What you want Ashley to know? Source God, thank you. Make sure all the cards are in the frame so you can see. I feel like be optimistic about the role itself, like of you getting the job. Like be optimistic or show, enthusiasm. And not to say like you have to pretend, but just like it's okay to show enthusiasm and excitement. When it comes to this position or like, it would be my honor. I would really like, how do I explain it? Like, I'm just gonna give you an example. During the interview, showing great interest and enthusiasm towards this specific role and how it fits you and how you resonate with it. It doesn't have to be like you're selling yourself like in this cheesy way, but you are expressing, this is something that you want to do, right? This is something that you would be honored or happy to take on. It's like very cheerful type of energy. This person might not show too much emotion or may not smile. It might seem like they're stoic. They might seem like they're, fingers to the temple, like, I'm listening. But I do feel like you have nothing to worry about. Don't worry about impressing the person. He's a super intimidating. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't have to like focus on trying to perform for this person, like overextending it and doing it or trying to push past this person's exterior. But I feel like you showing your interest, showing your enthusiasm towards it and why you feel connected or resonate with this job. Um, Also highlighting the desire to grow and to expand in your own way, your own words is important. Um, Not for like just personal gain, but also like as a learning experience, as a um maybe something to do with like later teaching others or training, like maybe expressing that interest as well, or seeing that in your future for yourself, like expressing that. But again, like in your own way, in a way that's resonate, like that's true for you, that does truly resonate, that does align with what it is that you're desiring, what you want, what your future plans are, your ambitions are. But other than that, it seems like it could go well, actually, with the Nine of Cups at the top of the deck, with the star at the bottom of the deck. Um, it does feel like it could go well, potentially, for you. Um, like setting your sights on expanding and being open. I feel like that's the biggest thing, for you to express that this role it resonates with you. Maybe just talking about it from a place that it does sound cheerful, sounds enthusiastic, behind your voice, behind your motivations, your intentions. Um, Something about team. I don't know why I'm hearing like I'm excited to be a part of the team, or I mean that's just like vaguely expressing it, but like something along the lines of that. Because it very well could go well. Um, I don't know. I feel like it could go well. Let me know how it goes. I'm not sure if it's like again like another layer of different interviews, steps that you got to go through, not just this one, may have to be other ones, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So best of luck to you, sis. Blessings, okay? May everything fall into perfect and beautiful alignment for this, if it's meant. It does seem like it could go well. So, all right, sis. I appreciate you for joining. Let me know how it goes. Enjoy your weekend. Try not to stress yourself out too much. Okay, so Yaminah, sis, you were up next. Let's get it. 10:55. Okay, so aw, okay. Your cat hasn't come home for weeks. He is you're doing aw, okay. Let's see. Alright. Hopefully you find him. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Divine spirit. Because cats, they're like, them, they real independent child. Like they'll be gone. Um, like you said, for weeks, they can be gone for days, a week. Like, I've had cats that will be gone and won't come back for like days or a week. Like they just, especially the male cats. I've never really experienced that with female cats. I haven't really had too many female cats though. Like I have one that I've had for a minute, like for years. But um male cats, from my experience, they are always dipping out. Like they could be gone forever if they want to and then come back. Let's see, where is this baby at? Divine spirit. Where is Yaminah's familiar? Where is he at? Where's this baby at? What do you want her to know? What do you want her to know? Yeah, I feel like your cat is got like a Tom cat vibe to him. Like street type dude type energy almost. I have a cat like that. He can be gone for days. Like he be getting in fights, girl. He likes to be in the streets and then come home like nothing happened. Okay, let's see. What do you want her to know? Fire cups. Okay. I feel like he's roaming free right now. Like he knows what he's doing. Like it's an intention behind his absence. I don't feel like it's something that may be understandable. Hey Tawanda, I'm so sorry, sis. I just seen you on the chat. Hey sis, I don't know if you're still on here. Um it's something about like knowing exactly what. Hey, you're still on. Hey sis. Happy Thursday. Yeah, like it feels intentional. It feels like independence. That's what I get from this. Um, I feel like his work may not be complete with you. Um, yeah, the work may not be complete between the two of you with the Eight of Pentacles, or it could be, but I don't fully get that. I don't fully get that vibe. Um, but I feel like you're very in tune with him and you're very in tune with the situation. So I feel like there's something that you already kind of understand or have grasped about the situation. Um, his absence, but it is for a reason on his behalf. Like I feel it's intentional. It was an independent move. I don't feel like he's lost either. Because sometimes cats get out and they might get lost, but in this instance, I mean, honestly, I don't really believe cats can be lost because they know how, for the most part, how to get home. So whether it's like they just venture off and they just decide never to come back, or someone finds them, or they get put in a shelter or something like that. Um, Most of the time it's intentional, and I feel like for them, definitely this was intentional. They may avoid or they might get food and water from people, but they're very careful about that for some reason, and it could be like, I don't want you to think that I belong to you, or I'm coming in your house or whatever. So they are getting fed, they are getting water, but they're not enticed. Like they're not coming in the house or allowing somebody to take them in. I don't see that. Let's see. Yeah, it's like he might have snuck out or something, or um it just felt like a normal routine. Like if you let him out or something, it's like something about it felt normal, but there was an intention behind their absence. So I feel like they left um on their own. So the reason for them leaving may not be deeply spiritual, it's just independence of a cat. But from your perspective, your connection, there is something about it that is significant, um, that I feel like you pick up or you understand in some kind of way. Because I'm not really getting like, are they coming back or they're not? Your cat is okay though, Nine of Cups, content where they are. Um, they might have a little hiding spot that they go to, or a place that they've made their hiding spot. Like if it's not something that they usually, like a usual spot where they would go in the past with, it's something they've created for themselves, like a little secret spot, hideout, safe spot, or safe, like for them. The cat is very cautious of danger and their surroundings. Very like smart cat, very cool, chill cat. Yeah, I feel like they're just like off on their own adventure. So I don't want to like say, oh, they're coming back or they're not coming back, because I'm not getting like a strong indication whether they're going to return or they're not going to return back, and just like their journey within itself. Like I feel like your divine team wants you to know that this is what's up with them. Um, yeah, their work may or may not be done, like I said, with you, or it's like they've completed what they were supposed to in your journey in your life. Um, but with the high priestess there, I feel like you understand something about the situation, or you have an impression of the situation, the connection with your cat that may answer that for you. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, let me know, sis. That makes sense. All right. So your other question was, you feel stuck and you become exhausted trying to figure out a way to leave your job and work for yourself. Yeah. All right. Divine source guide, divine team, divine team. Okay. What's your guidance? What is your advice, spirit, divine source, or divine team, or loving guides and assist her? What is the best way for her to leave this job? What is the best way for her to leave? Okay, King of Cups flew off the table. Two of Pentacles flew. Emperor, the Hangman, Ten of Wands, the Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you have options. I feel like weighing the pros and the cons as to there might be like a couple of options in front of you that you can at least acknowledge or see that you're like, okay, I can go this way, I can go that way with this. And I feel like you are, it's like using your emotional intelligence like to feel into what's best, because it might not be the most practical like exit at this job. It might be a little like following of the heart, but it's very grounded though. um I feel like you're going to just decide to like trust yourself, trust in like working for yourself. It's like you're going to step into full control, full sovereignty when it comes to your experience. With this job, I feel like there is a bit of a wait process to this. Like it's not an immediate action. It's like there's something that you're going to have to sit with. Um, it might be a bit of a sacrifice that you have to make to in order to leave this job. Which is why I said it's not going to be the most practical or seem practical in the sense. It's like there is some sort of give and take to this. Like, okay, if I do this, and that means, okay, I'm going to have to be all right with potentially letting X, Y, and Z go, or like having a financial plan. There's some sort of sacrifice type of energy to this. Like, it's not going to be cut and dry. Like, okay, this is a complete pro and this is a complete con over here. There's like pros with this job and there's cons with it. Just like maybe working for yourself, there are pros and cons, but it's like figuring out within yourself what aligns, what resonates with you. Because I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to stress over this though. Like that's not the point. So hopefully that makes sense, because you know, I would weigh the pros and the cons, practical, practical wise, but also like how do you feel? Like if there's something that's taking from you, stressing you out, like honor how you feel. Sit with those things. What gives you joy and happiness? How can you find a way to move in that? Okay. You might have a little bit more clarity towards the end of Aries season. I know that's a little too specific, but like, or maybe even the month of April, you might have a bit more clarity or confidence about your decision or how to move forward in your decision. Okay, so does your crush want to pursue you on a romantic level? All right, let's see. Spirit, divine source, guides, information that's happening to the crush's vibe, their energy, their essence, only what you allow us to know and to see as far as if this person want to pursue Yaminah on a romantic level. This person's energy towards her. Do they want to pursue her on a romantic level? Do they want to pursue her on a romantic level? Do they want to pursue her on a romantic level? Why does this King of Swords keep coming out? Queen of Swords, the Empress. You guys might give each other mixed signals. I feel like this person might wonder what you were thinking because they might feel a vibe between the two of you, but then again, it's like you guys might not give too much warmth of like flirting and like talking and communicating in a way that kind of indicates, I'm interested. It's kind of like, okay, I can read this as she's just being friendly, being cool, Shoo! Even though there might be a vibe exchange, but it's not like something that you can completely ride the wave without feeling like, oh, okay, maybe it's all in my head, or maybe I'm just reading too much into this. Maybe, they're not really looking at me like that. Yeah, that's kind of what it's giving. Like, uh, this person's not really sure how to read it. They don't want to be impulsive. I feel like this person's in their head a lot. The Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this person um may want to kind of read the situation a little bit more before they make any decisions on whether or not to pursue or if they want to. So I'm not getting like that they want to clearly, like it's not a clear yes they want to pursue. It's like there's some hesitance, there's some reading into the situation a little bit. Definitely with all these swords. I feel like both of you guys are kind of like sharing a similar energy of being maybe in your heads reading this, what does this mean, when this person does this, is it, when they say this or how they look at me, like it's reading into the exchange. I feel like between the two of you, where this person doesn't want to rush into something or say something too soon or have themselves look stupid in a sense, I guess, in their, in their mind. Um, so you guys are mirroring each other. Yeah. But I feel like there is a connection. There is a vibe. Beneath the Emperor's card was the Six of Cups. There is like some sort of vibe here. I do feel like this person is attracted to you. They may feel like you do have a good vibe about you. You do have a very welcoming, nurturing energy. And to them, they might interpret that as like, okay, well, what if, she's just being nice? What if she's just, being kind? Or, not to say that you're not, but there's more to it than that on your end, obviously. But I feel like this person wants to kind of sit with it a little bit more, kind of read into it a bit more. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm seeing as far as, if they want to pursue. I wouldn't say quite yet, not right now. It seems like they're trying to maybe work through a fear or insecurity when it comes to exchanging and connecting with you. They don't want to be impulsive or rushy. Yeah, I do feel like there is an interest there, though. At least I will say that. I do see an interest. Okay. All right, so that was your reading. I hope that was helpful, insightful, clarifying. And with the baby, you're familiar, I hope, that if you guys are not reunited, that they stay safe on their journey wherever they are. But yeah, if they return home, even better, even more beautiful. So yeah, I know how that is with pets. Yeah. All right, sis. I'm sending much love to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you're still on. All right, so Miss Breyonna, you are up next, sis. Let's get your time. The time is 29:09, 29:08. I'm pretty sure that says 29. Okay. All right. So your question is energy surrounding you feeling deep emotions in your hands sometimes. Okay. Let's see. Previous energies, my spirit. My bamboo plant looks really weird right here. I'm gonna move it. It's looking crazy. See, energy surrounding deep feeling, feeling deep emotions in her hands sometimes. What is this energy, spirit? What is this energy that Breyonna is experiencing in her hands? What's going on? Emperor. Oh, okay. 6 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Hangman, the Tower did try to come out. Ace of Swords. This energy in your hands. There's some sort of energy that I feel like you're supposed to work with. Nonetheless, I do feel like it's something to do with maybe a gift that that's coming online, like some sort of like it could also be like, I don't want to be one of those cliche people, but it could be like ascension symptoms. But more so ascension as far as like your gifts, some sort of level up in a gift, like, or coming online with a gift. So it's something that's like activating. So for some reason, this emperor feels like a teacher, almost like a gatekeeper, like a Mr. Miyagi type vibe, a teacher, trainer of like sharpening your gifts and your skills. So there's something spiritually and energetically with your hands that maybe you have the gift of healing in hand, like within your hands. Um, I'm giving like the Midas touch, but the story of the Midas touch is not like the most ideal story because it's almost like he doesn't want the gift anymore. Like he wished for everything that he, touches to turn to gold. But then when he turns his daughter into gold and like other things, it's like, okay, that's enough. But it's like the ability to um touch and heal something or heal others. This feels like I don't know if you looked this up, you might find other people that are experiencing something very similar, like something with people that are like you or have similar gifts or spiritual experiences or just been experiencing this. I don't feel like it's a health issue. I'm not seeing that. Although, I don't like to solicit health advice, but um this feels like a gift or something that's coming to fruition. That's why I can describe it. Feels like a gift. Something that's being given to you, or yeah, I feel like for some reason I feel like you've already had the gift. It's like it's just activating or strengthening a bit more. Hmm. Yeah, this feels like some sort of like awakening energy or like a gift coming online. Whoa, the Queen of Cups flew out of the deck. Yeah, this has something to do with like a healing energy that you possess, that you have. Um, it might not just be healing through your hands. Like you might have the gift of like, it might be a manifestation of the gift of clairsentience or something, like the ability to touch and sense um on a physical level, like where you feel sensations in your body. That might be one of the indications that you're getting a download or about something, or like a confirmation of something. You know how like a gut feeling, but it's in your hands. It might be like, hands can be receptors. They can be energies of receptivity or giving, an energy of giving. So it could be like you're receiving information or you're meant to give someone information. Does that make sense? You might feel guided to touch, like lay hands on somebody or someone that needed it, or like, or just hug someone, or, touch their arm. There's something healing about the energy. I hope this makes sense. Okay, so your second question. if this person was to come to you for a reading, or come to me, if this person was to come to me for a reading, I guess is what you're asking about you, how would I say that you feel about him romantically? Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay. So if this person that you're asking about was to come to me for a reading about you, what would I pick up as far as like how you feel about him? Okay. Let's see. Let's see, spirit. If the person Breyonna is inquiring about was to come to me for a reading about her, how would I say they feel, or how Breyonna feels about him? Okay. The devil. Interesting. King of Pentacles. Okay. May not be so bad because the King of Pentacles can be Earth, and the Capricorn energy within the Devil card or is ruled by Capricorn. The World, Ten of Pentacles, or Ten of Cups, sorry. Why am I saying all the wrong cards in my head? Wrong. Ace of Wands. Seven of Wands at the top and the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I would say like you feel a strong connection, that you feel that this person has a lot of potential. Like you do see good things in this person. You do see you and this person do have like a strong chemistry, but sometimes you feel like this connection is not good for you, maybe not good for the both of you. It's like you do want, it's like you feel that this person could potentially be your end goal, you know, um, that you feel this person and you could really be like good together if you guys were to get whatever it is that's blocking you, like get your shit together, like whatever you feel like this person has that potentially blocks the movement of this connection, or where you feel like this person needs to um, mature or grow, you know, that in all actuality, like if you were to, both of you were to fully go into this, work towards it, clear out whatever you need to that may be a block, that you guys could really be happy in the end. It could even be that you both have like a shared, so like if I were to tell this person how you feel about them, it's like you would feel, or you feel that you and this person share a similar vision of what joy is, or like the end goal is in relationships. So yeah, it's some sort of feeling of like you want this person to um not charge towards you, but just kind of like you already, it's almost like I know what this person wants already. So why isn't he doing it? So I would say like how to interpret how you feel about this person to them, it would be from a perspective of like, you know, that this person already knows what they need to do, you know, like she, meaning you, she feels like you already know what you need to do. You know what kind of action you need to take, but for some reason you're not taking it. Or why aren't you taking it? Why aren't you leaping forward? Yeah. Because it could be like that feeling of, okay, like I feel stuck. Like I want to give it a chance, but at the same time, I don't know if I should. You know, there's this push and pull. Like you feel at times, like your feelings towards him is like over the moon. I want to make this happen. I feel it. I can see it happening. But at the same time, it's like, well, why isn't it happening though? Why isn't it progressing? Like, what's the problem? Why can't we just get online with this? You may feel like this person's allowing their past to keep them stuck there. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Breyonna. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like I don't want to read it in a way of like I'm reading for them because it sounds weird. So I'm trying my best to explain it. But I hope nonetheless that that does align maybe with what you're feeling a little bit. Actually, like for real, like that's really, maybe some of your sentiments actually. But yeah, let me know, or you could see why the person would have that energy come about, as far as like how you feel about them. So yeah, much love to you, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and move on down the list here to SB and then Gabi. It's the last two that I have so far. If anyone's interested, the list is still open. If you want to donate a reading to someone as well, um, that gets you a personal free reading with me, and then someone gets a reading as well. But for those, if there is a donated reading, you'd have to leave a comment, pay it forward in the chat, and you'd have to be active in the chat when I call your name. Okay. Not, I'm gonna have to skip you, but if we don't even, if that doesn't happen, you just start that. Okay, 41 minutes. All right, SB, you're up next, sis. Okay, so your question is in regards to this person's true feelings for you, the reconnection, in general. Okay. All right, let's tap in. Just gonna ask Spirit, is there any general messages that you need to know, and then we'll ask about your person's energy towards you, your connection, for our previous energies. The Queen of Wands and the Lovers try to fly out. Okay, let's see. Any general guidance or messages for Sarah, Spirit? Any general guidances or messages? You might be seeing like double digits, double numbers, triple numbers, but maybe double. Could be something with the number 6 or number 5 or the number 11 or 55. Okay. All right, so this will be our top card. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card. So just the 7 of Swords, Ace of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So generally speaking, I feel like you might be very cautious of the choices and decisions that you make moving forward or in a particular situation. It could be the love energy with the connection with the person that you're asking about. But just generally speaking, I do feel like you're more cautious, more careful, more mindful of rushing into things. Even if the opportunity is presenting itself or it looks or appears to be a good opportunity, um, I don't know. I kind of get like a feeling like a fear of something being too good to be true being presented to you, like you're almost like, I see it, like this could be a blessing, but at the same time, like what if it's not? I don't want to look stupid, or I don't want to fall like on my ass. Like, is this something that really is healthy? Is this something that really is for me to take the opportunity? um so it is a fear, it is a fear here that I'm picking up on. um I do get like Spirit is saying like don't be too avoidant, even though there's a little bit of fear. It's like, well, take what you've learned. There's nothing wrong with, you know, taking an opportunity and, seeing if it's for you. If it's something that, if it's nothing that's a red flag that says don't take it, or this deep, really deep feeling of no, I should not be doing this, or no, I shouldn't take this, or no, I shouldn't move towards this. There's no energies like that, then don't allow yourself to block a blessing, because it's something in it for you, and if it's not meant, if it's not for you, you're not missing out on anything. But if it's coming from a place of fear, don't allow fear to overtake you or get in the way. You know what I mean? Like if there's no red flags, there's nothing that's like, don't do that. Or you give something a chance and you see that it's not for you, you know now to pull out. You know not to um, stay longer than you have to or what's necessary. You don't have to put up with anything. You don't have to stay and hope for the best if it's already kind of some negative energies or something just doesn't align, or it's like, okay, after all, this doesn't really fit. It's okay. Um, so it might be a little bit of you trying to balance out your fears, not allow the ego to have too much say so, too much power where it feels the need to control, or it feels the need to dominate to feel safe, where it feels the need to be like, no, um, I got to protect myself. Let me do this. Let me be defensive. Yeah, because you could potentially miss out on something here with this energy. Um, and even if it's nothing presenting itself right now, I feel like this is the lesson that you are learning right now to work through those fears that you have so that you don't block future potential blessings or opportunities or experiences that are progressive or good for you. Okay. All right. So the energy surrounding the connection, you want to know the reconnecting energy between the two of you, their true feelings. Let's tap in. The energy surrounding this person in question that Sarah's asking about that she needs to know. All right, this card wants to come out. Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay. There is some clarity, I feel like coming. Okay, there's the Lovers. They wanted to come out after all. The Hierophant again, the Lovers. There's some clarity. I feel like give this time to reveal itself. I do feel like you should be observant, but not like overly observant or critical or like over analyzing, because I do feel like whatever, if this is a question around if this person is genuinely serious or not, um yeah, if this is a question around is this person genuinely interested, is this person serious this time, like that is going to be revealed to you, whether or not this person is going to be consistent or they're going to ghost you, or show some inconsistencies in their energy. It's going to be revealed to you. Yeah, there's going to be some revealing about this person and this reconnection, because I feel like how they feel, I do get like this person is happy to reconnect with you. Both of you are happy to reconnect because I feel like this person does feel a genuine connection to you. This person does have feelings. Um, this person may want things to work out between the two of you in a way that they feel is also like structured and secure and stable and not wishy-washy. This person may also be trying to figure out like how things are going to progress or how you guys are going to make things work or progress moving forward, like how to um, ground this. Because I feel like this person is excited about it, but what I'm worried about is there this energy. It does feel um, kind of uncertain at the same time. Like a person could want something, they could even intend for it, but if they're not in the space or actively working to make that happen in a practical way, it's like the opportunity could slip, or it could come off as like this person is kind of like non-active, they're not actually pursuing, they're not putting in any work into the situation or the connection. So I feel like give this time, like be patient with the situation, and it's going to reveal to you the level of this person's seriousness, if they're really available for the things that maybe they've said that they wanted, or even that they genuinely do want or wish to see in the connection. Like, are they truly available to give that, to show up for that? And your person may also be trying to give it time as well to kind of figure out, like, as we reconnect, Is this something that's going to balance itself out? Is this something that is going to be good for the both of us? But they have to also be a participant. They can't just hope for the best or just wish or wait for you to do so. It's like both parties have to show up, and say, okay, it's kind of scary, it's kind of risky, but here's the drill. This is what, you know, I I want to contribute, or where you're at with that. Like, how are we gonna maneuver? How are we gonna, what's your intentions? If the intentions are, yeah, I want us to start fresh, start over, with the intention of maybe getting back together, or being in a relationship. Okay, all right, how are we gonna do that? Because if it's like you just allow things to just flow in a sense of no type of intention and just hoping for the best, then I feel like this could be a potential repetitive energy. Like, that tends to happen in connections, like repeats happening. So I do feel like their intentions are to be good, not to do anything harmful or negative or even waste your time. But my thing is, like, do they have the stamina? Do they have the willpower? Do they have the patience, the discipline, that maturity that it takes to build a relationship, or to rebuild something that you guys have already built in the past? Okay. All right. So that is your reading. Okay. Yeah. So that was your reading, sis. I hope that that was helpful, Sarah. Resonates. It gives you some confirmation, some clarity. Okay. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sarah, for hopping on and donating. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Gabi. Now, this is my last person, Gabi. If anyone is interested, the list is still open. If, when I'm at the end of Gabi's reading and no submissions, then we're just going to close the live after that. Okay. All right. So, Gabi. The timestamp is 52:18. Okay. All right. So, general question: what do you need to know from Spirit right now? Okay. Let's see. Spirit, what do you need? What do you need Gabi to know right now? What does she need to know right now? What does Gabi need to know right now? Devil. Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Or 3 of Pentacles, sorry. 8 of Swords. Top of the deck, the Hierophant again keeps coming out. And the 5 of Wands. Okay. All right. I feel like there is something that's going to be presented to you. It could be a career opportunity. I feel like Spirit wants you to vet it out. Okay. If this is like something that is, if it's a collaboration opportunity, if it is like some opportunity to work with other people or some sort of team effort or something, like where your expertise is needed, where your skill sets, something that you have that it's going to be a contribution to maybe an enterprise already, or something that's already established, or someone's platform or something like that. Like, it's something that's already established and you're contributing something of value here. Like, your gifts are being added, being brought in. So it's like you have to look at this from a perspective of knowing your worth and your value when you go into it, regardless of, let's say, potentially, let's say, like, this is an opportunity to work with someone that already has a big platform. Like, let's say this is, I get male energy, but it doesn't have to be a male or a man. But, like, let's say, like, there's a man online that has a pretty large following on social media. all across the board. Okay, thank you, Alexis. Hey, sis. All across the board, like, on all social media platforms, they have a pretty good social media engagement and subscriber following count, and they want you to collab with them. So even though this person has a big following, and let's say like yours is not as big as them, your gifts, your energy alone, you have to know the value and the worth of that, because they could still benefit from you more than you would benefit from them, even though they have a big platform. And you would think, oh, because they have a big platform, it would help me. It would help me get some engagement. But it's like there's something that it has to be an equal, fair exchange of energy, because it's like, this person could benefit more in a sense of like more so drawing, like taking it's, I don't want to say destiny swapping because it doesn't feel that intense, but like for some sort of reason, like you want to make sure that whoever you're engaging with, collabing with, working with, it could be a job opportunity. That what you're bringing into that space is of value. So you have to understand that, okay, if I'm bringing something of value here, my energy, my gifts, my skill sets, what have you, it has to also be beneficial. And it's not like me giving away my power. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so I had to go get something at the door. I had to mute you guys, my bad. Okay, so um I do get like an energy of holding yourself to like understand your value and your worth, no matter what space you're going into, whatever opportunity. Is it something that is going to be beneficial and bless you as well? And it doesn't have to be about social currency and money, but just respect, value. Like, to someone, are we in alignment? You want to make sure that you're aligning and connecting with the right causes, the right people, the right energies, the right intentions. Like, what's their intentions? So, yeah, that's what your spiritual team wants you to be, you know, up on game about. So, let's move to the love. Okay, so your love question was, how does blank feel about you right now? How does this person in question feel about you right now? Okay. How does this person feel about you right now? How does this person ask for permission to tap into both parties' energy and their connection that you allow me to know and to see? What you want Gabi to know as far as how this person feels? Like, what does she have permission to know and to see in regards to how this person feels about her right now? Wow, King of Wands. We kind of came out sideways, so I'm gonna, take that into consideration. Okay. Now, Five of Wands is at the top of the deck. Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck. So this person may feel maybe a lack of confidence when it comes to where you both stand right now, there's still there is some level of like I feel like this person may still want something to happen between the two of you. There's still a love here, but I don't feel like this person feels confident in pursuing that love, that interest, or doing what it is that they really want to do. It feels kind of like wishy, like not really standing on what they really want. They may be being prideful as well, like kind of playing this prideful role, like, "Oh, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to pursue. I'm not, it's kind of giving this energy of pride, but I feel like it's coming from a place of fear, lack of confidence that if they were to like follow their heart, if they really were to like come forward again or come back or express feelings or, follow their heart coming towards you, that it might not go well. This person doesn't really feel like you're thinking about them, that you're even caught up on them. Um, I feel like this person would be happy if you two were to reconnect, but I feel like this person could feel like you aren't in a place where you're thinking about them, you're not worried, you're not stressing them. But at the same time, it's like their energy, they may also have, an impression that you feel like they moved on or that they're in a good spot. Like they're not really stressing the situation either. So it's like you both are kind of like content, or that's how it would appear. Hey, Temia. Yeah, the list is still open. Hey, sis. Yeah, so I do feel like this this person wants to still have some sort of like this person still has feelings. So I do feel like they would still want to pursue this if they could, or this could just be like a slight, filling into the situation, like seeing where you're like, how are you, with the intention of maybe you guys reconnecting or feeling into the situation, like how do you feel? But I feel like they're kind of worried that if they were to approach this, like I said, like you would be good. Like you're not really missing them. You're not missing anything with this person not being in your life, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a little bit of a fear when it comes to the pursuit towards you. I feel like this person's fighting themselves because they do still care. They still have feelings. And I feel like you still have feelings for them as well, or at least like you still care about this person. They do mean a lot to you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting as far as like this person's current feelings. Okay, so I'm sending much love to you, sis. I appreciate you. I think you're live right now too, so enjoy your live. And I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you for donating. I appreciate you, sis. And as always, much love. All right, so Alexis, you're up next, sis. And Temia, if you want to hop on, that's fine because I'm gonna get into Alexis's read. So let's get your timestamp. 63:30. So 103:30. Okay. All right, Alexis, you keep having dreams about your ex, but they're good dreams where you guys make peace. You just don't know why you keep dreaming about this person. But you still think about them from time to time. How would this person react if you ever were to see them again? Oh, that's the second question. Okay. First question was about the dream. Okay. Spirit, what should she do about these dreams? What should right? Oh no. Yeah, is that what you're asking? So how would oh no, I get it. Okay, I see. How would this person react if they were to ever see you again? Is your first question. So I guess this is the person that you're dreaming about. Okay. How would this person react if Alexis were to ever see them again? Don't forget it's Mercury retrograde still, sis, you know? So it could be mending relationships, healing, releasing, you know. Whoa, those cards flew. Hold on. Or card. Death card flew. Four of Pentacles. The Empress at the top of the deck and the Four of Pentacles at the bottom. So how would this person react if they were to ever see you again? I feel like this person may think that, you know, they have an assumption that this situation is, you know, ran its course. If they were to see you again, I'm not sure if they've thought that far into it, but like it does kind of feel like if they were to ever see you again or run into you, I feel like they would be welcoming towards you. They would be warm towards you. Um, they may not know how to respond right away, but I feel like for the most part, it would be a warm energy. I don't feel like this person would greet you with any negativity or even avoidance, because sometimes people be avoiding each other, like make shit awkward rather than just being like, hey, how are you? And then keeping it moving. So they may not know how to take your energy. You know, right now it feels like it's picking up on the fact that this person's energy has um kind of like a feeling that this connection is already kind of either ran its course. Like it is what it is, like it's no more, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, yeah. In their mind they feel like this is kind of, you know, done with, because they're not really sure where you stand with them either. It's like they just in their mind, they just it just makes logical sense to them, rational, you know, rational minded energy for them is like it's done. You know, if we're not interacting or it's not much going on, or you know, I'm over here, they're over there, it's done, you know. So, but if they were to ever see you again, I feel like it would be at the least a warming energy. I don't see this person not being receptive or open to you, being rude, making things awkward, or ignoring you or dodging you if they were to see you. I feel like they would be um at least say hello to you or ask how you're doing. It seems warming, you know. But this person does give me a vibe of like kind of not the most emotionally open, receptive person. So if your energy is that way, I feel like they appreciate it. They'll reciprocate it back. It's like you give them permission to be okay. So it's all right. It's open. I can say hi, or I don't feel like they think you would ever be rude to them or, um, you know, cold towards them either. Okay, sis, I got you. Thank you. Okay, Miss Alexis, your other question is what is this person's current feelings towards you? What is this person's current feelings? Spirit, ask for permission to tap into this person's current feelings that you want her to know. What do you want Alexis to know? Two sevens, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, Strength card, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Hangman at the bottom, Knight of Swords at the top. Yeah, it's like this person feels that you've moved on, or that you're possibly moved on to a better energy within yourself, within your life. Like you're not stuck in that same place. I feel like there's a curiosity about your energy though. This person may feel the need sometimes maybe that curiosity, if they're not doing it, then they're thinking about at least doing it. Like I wonder what they're up to, or checking in on you. Um could even be like, I don't know if this person has, like, if you both are like friends on social media, it could even be as far as that, like seeing what you're up to, checking on your energy, um, you know, just trying to see where you're at in life. This person does feel like you have an energy that's way more grounded, way more like put together, like you have your shit together, whereas they feel like they don't. They feel like they would be someone that would constantly be reminded that they need to work on themselves. Um, so this person I feel like has been thinking about you too, hence why maybe you've been having dreams about each other. Because I feel like this person could be having dreams about you, or just because they're thinking about you, you might be having dreams, or vice versa. It's like some sort of energy ping pong. Like, okay, when you think about me in your waking life, I dream about you and like where we're at, or you're dreaming about me, then I'm thinking about you in my waking life. It's something going on with this. And I feel like you've been on this person's mind and they just feel like they need to grow, they need to level up, they need to better themselves. Um, this person has a tendency, and I feel like they know this, that they have a tendency to pull out of situations very quickly. They don't have the patience to work through relationships sometimes. Like if they feel, they're just too much for a person, they're too much of a work in progress, they'll ghost and leave the person, or it's something about like if I don't feel like it's necessary to go through something, or a person, I don't feel like it's necessary to put a person through a situation with me, then I'm just going to pull out of it. I'm just going to just, distance myself. That's how they are. Instead of being like, okay, we have a problem, let's work through it, not just make an assumption that it's too much or I'm too much and let's just move on, or they result to just like running. It's kind of the energy I get from this. So yeah, their current feelings towards you is that you've moved on. Um, and or like checking in on you or desiring to check on you at times to see what you're up to, and feeling like your energy is well put together, you're a healthy person within yourself, you're someone that is way more mature, you handle yourself well, and they feel like it would be unfair for you, it would be like a chore or like a heavy projects, because they feel like they're a work in progress. They don't feel like they're this king of pentacles. They're not that stable, grounded person that they want to be. They don't have their shit together the way that they want. And that's something they feel like they would have to work towards, or they currently are working towards. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that was helpful. I hope that makes sense. Resonates. Yeah, because this has something to do with like energies at play. Like it wouldn't be fair to you, to, because this person, it's their job to get them to where they want to be within themselves, and they feel like you deserve somebody that is on your level or like headed where you're headed energetically. Okay. All right. So that is your reading, sis, Alexis. I hope that was helpful and clarifying, maybe even confirmation, or just kind of helped you out as to why you've been thinking or feeling about, these dreams you've been having about this person. So, and like I said in the beginning, it could very well have something to do with Venus retrograde as well going on. But yeah, much love to you, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining and donating. All right. So Miss Temia, you were up next. So this is technically my last person, unless someone else wants to read before I'm done. If not, Temia will be the last person on the list. We're at set of 3. Yeah, 7347. Okay. So 11347. Okay. Where is your connection with blank headed next? Okay, let's see. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for your divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. Where is Tamia's connection? Ask for permission to tap into both parties' energies, only what you allow me to know and to see. Where is this connection headed between Temia and this person in question? Where is it headed next? Where's her connection headedness with this person? Nova. Okay, hold on. Dropping cards. This card is sticking out. Two of Pentacles. Girl, be quiet. All right, so you have the Moon, the Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the High Priestess, Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords at the top, and Justice at the bottom. You might take matters into your own hands within this connection in some way, like in a specific manner that I feel it's almost like you and this person are tired of waiting for something to happen, but only one of you is going to actually do something about it. Or if not you doing something about like the confusion with, because there's some sort of confusion about like where this energy stands, where to go next with it, um what's really in like this person's heart, what's really in your heart, or what's really the intent. It's like it's something that is lacking that clarity. And instead of like having that important exchange, whether that's like through communication, whether that's um yeah, whether that's through communication or through like expressing to one another like how you, it's not it doesn't always have to be like verbal expression. It could just be like the way that you guys show up for each other, um your affections, your time that you put into the connection. It's like if there's a holding back or confusion around this, I feel like there's going to be a realization like in order for things to come together, X, Y, and Z needs to happen. This action needs to be taken, like a specific action. I'm not getting what it is. It might be something that you come into awareness of, because it does feel like it's on your end that you get the clarity, you get the okay, this is what it is, you know, this is what needs to be done, and you're tired of feeling stuck. You're tired of this person maybe even like going back and forth or just being very wishy-washy, in and out, or um, you giving this person, or maybe you're going to come to a conclusion that you're giving this person a lot of time and a lot of grace, and now it's time for them to like show up in spite of maybe like I feel you understand this person has a little bit of fear, just as you have a little bit of fear in regards to commitments, maybe, or committing to a person or committing to this person, and vice versa. Because I do get a little bit of an energy that this person, you understand that there's some sort of reserve that they have, some sort of fear that they're holding on to. Um, but it's like, okay, I've given you enough time. Like, it's time for you to surpass this. So I don't actually feel like you're going to take action like in a big way, or um yeah, it might be like you hinting at something or bringing up a conversation that needs to be had, initiating that. But other than that, that's what I'm seeing as far as where it's headed. Yeah, because your spiritual team is kind of like, I don't know why I feel this weird energy that like not weird energy in a bad way, but like your spiritual team is like, better. And I hate to say it like that because it's not me saying it, because I don't know what the hell they talk about. But this is just what I'm getting, like a feeling of better. And you might need to make a decision that you have been putting off, or you just don't want to make it, or some sort of choice or decision. Like you have to think about your future. Like the Justice card is karmic energy. So I'm getting a strong divine feminine, like goddess energy, like ancient divine mother energy. Like we don't play about ourselves. And so they're holding you accountable with this connection. as far as like what you get out of it, it's like it's based off of the decisions that you're making or allowing, things. It's like even in passivity of not making a specific action, but allowing something to go on is still making a decision, right? Like there's still this, yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but they want you to like think about your choices and decisions in a contractual way, a spiritual contract, spiritual, like contractual. So like not transactional per se, but like there is a contract, there is a terms and conditions to contracts, right? So whatever you say yes to, you're agreeing with it. Whatever, if you don't say no to it, right? If you're saying yes to it, or you're not allowing yourself to thoroughly read the terms and conditions of a situation, um, you're saying yes to it. So it's like being very careful of what you sign your energy to, what you are aligning yourself with, because it reflects in your future outcomes. So like with this situation, there is something like you are way more in control than you're allowing yourself to um step in position of, if that makes sense. Like you have way more control, way more understanding, way more wisdom, way more maturity in the situation. And sometimes it just takes you kind of reminding yourself of this, because like with the moon card starting off the reading, to me that feels like you're walking into something that you feel like you can't see. It's blind. You don't understand what's really going on. When in actuality, if you kind of step out of trying to read in the dark and go with what you already are aware of, whatever you already have light on, whatever's in your midst, like whatever you're experiencing and have experienced, and look into that. Because it's like it's black and white with the high priestess, right? It's shadow and it's light. There's things that's hidden, there's things that's revealed. There's our inner feelings, there's things that were within our conscious mind that we see, that we know, that we experience. How do I balance all of that together? Because there's something going on in this experience where they're like, you know better, or we're requiring you to be more in your power. You're more in control than you believe, and this isn't about controlling the narrative or trying to control another person. It's you controlling how you move in a situation, meaning like I dictate how I move in this. I dictate what I put up with and what I won't put up with. Why I want it, why I don't want this, um, that sort of thing. Okay. Okay, so second question is, why did this person stop pursuing you? Let's see. Let's clear the other person. Energy. Spirit, ask for permission to tap into this dynamic between Temia and this particular person. Why did this particular person stop pursuing her? What do you want her to know, Divine Source? Her divine team, her angels, her ancestors, maybe even this person's higher self in their truth that we are allowed to know and to see. Why did this person stop pursuing her? Mm, there's something complicated about this. I feel like a lot of hesitance. Let's see. Yeah. Um, I feel like this person was in a place of uncertainty. Knight of Cups and the Lovers. I do feel this person, hey sis. No, you're good. I feel like this person is in a place of confusion about what they want. So like you this happens a lot in dating. Like I hate to say it because I feel like it's annoying to hear. It's annoying to hear like, oh, this person's just confused. But no, for real, like sometimes people do need to live out situations and connections to figure out like if it's for them or it's not for them, you know? Because there's a feeling that I get from this person that they're very independent and things like that. This person may be the type that knows what they want, or they like to feel in control of their life. They want to know, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Like they're very not nearsighted if you're thinking about like glasses, but I feel like this person thinks far out into their future. So if they're dating somebody, they automatically kind of get a vibe of like, this is the type of person, like, okay, this is the type of connection you can have with this person. So for example, kind of like to simplify it, because I don't feel like this person makes it too deep, but like, let's say like I can tell this is somebody that I'm just gonna have a good time with, or this is someone that I could potentially have like a good connection with, or we will be good friends, or we're compatible, we're cool. This person is chill, they're laid back, they're about their business, or this is just somebody that or doesn't know their worth, their value, or they decide, like, they kind of already have a sense of like what type of connection or what type of dynamic they're going to have with the person based off of their interaction. They got to a point where they kind of felt not really sure of where this was going to go. And I feel like that's where they stopped pursuing you with the Queen of Swords. It could even have been at a point where you were very no nonsense about something, or very direct and very honest about a situation, or straight up about what you wanted or how you felt. And it put this person into a space of kind of sitting with it. Okay, is this like, am I going down the path? Is this the alignment that I see for myself? Like, does this add up to that? Does this, connect with that? And I feel like for them, um, yeah, I feel like for them, it's like it took them off that path of certainty and of clarity. So yeah, not off path. I just feel like it kind of put them back into this hermit mode, like place of solitude, trying to realign, figure out where they want to be. And I feel like that's where they made the decision that maybe this isn't the path that they should pursue. So I do feel like this person is still on the pursuit of love. Okay. They may be deciding to go in a new direction in love completely. It doesn't have to be another person, like a specific person already. Just the potential of what their future holds in love. Like, they're going down a different path, a pursuit of that. I do feel like this person's intentions, they did mean well. I don't feel like this person came in to waste your time or anything like that. Oop, I dropped my shit on the floor. Yeah, I don't feel like this person was here to waste your time, or because I do feel like their intentions were genuine. This person seems to be a bit mature, in a way of, they are very goal oriented and focused on like progressing and forward movement in their life, and taking accountability, responsibility. They're disciplined, they're self assured, but yeah, somewhere like with this, they felt like it just wasn't in alignment with them, or you guys just weren't on the same page, or it's just they didn't see it, moving forward. So it doesn't have to be like a bad thing. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Temia. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonates with you or brings you some clarity. Okay. Oh God, I can't fix this. It's like I'm so bad at angles with stuff. I don't know. It's probably the way that the camera's laying. Okay, so all right. So Anonymous F, you are up next. Let's see, your timestamp is 89 minutes exactly. Okay. Let me just growling. Okay, so this is gonna be my last read for tonight. Okay. Let's get the oh, sorry to me. I appreciate you, sis. I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining if you're still listening or watching. All right. I don't know how to delete. Okay. Hold on. My stomach is growling, child. I haven't ate all day. Like, no real food today. Okay, so how will your relationship next year or so? Okay, let's see. Let's clear up previous energies. Divine spirits for divine clarity, truth for this person in question. Anonymous F and her person of interest. How will their relationship be now until next year or so? What is the energy around the potential of where their relationship will be now until next year or so? What's the energy? Okay. See. Sun, Five of Cups. How will their relationship be now until... Okay. All right. I feel they're going to wonder about your intentions maybe, but let's see. So the Sun card, I feel like there's a promising energy around like you two. I feel like this person is optimistic about what's ahead. Um, so there might be a period where this person may wonder like what your intentions are. How do you really feel about them? Because this person could develop deep feelings, if not already. This person may already have deep feelings for you. I do feel like there are some feelings and emotions involved. So there might be a question around how do I really feel or why do I feel so deeply? And I feel like for you on your side, it might be a question of how you feel about them, you know? Um, is your energy, is your feelings, are they real? Or it's like you might be confused about how you feel too with this person. And I feel like they feel deeply for you, but they're trying to maybe figure out how you feel about them. There's questions about one's own feelings and emotions and the other person's emotions and feelings. That's what I'm getting from this. And I feel like they're going to question like what you really want, where you really stand with them. What's your intentions? How do you feel about me? That's kind of what I'm getting. Where this relationship is headed. They might question that. They might ask you this. They might kind of give you an ultimatum or something, possibly like say for example, like I don't know, like it does feel like they're going to like ask you or like probe you, or they're very like they're trying to gather information, they're trying to figure it out. So around, in the future with this connection, it is going to be something that is kind of like a pause for them, um, or plausible like energy, I guess you could say, like how this person feels about me really. Like what is it that they really feel for me is really the question I feel that they're gonna have around this. Like um yeah, because I'm just getting like they're gonna be curious. They're gonna be kind of like uncertain, unsure of where you stand. How do you feel about me? Um, hey sis, how are you? I already did your reading. Um, yeah, that's what I'm getting. They might try to reconcile within themselves, like, how do I really feel about this person then? Because I just get like a confusion around how you feel about them, and it makes them feel kind of disappointed, or they're not getting something that they feel like they should, or it's not going in the direction that they feel like it should, or something like that. Yeah, I saw that you were live. I'm good. All right, sis. So let's see your other question. Yeah, you're welcome, sis. Let me know if it resonates. Let's see. Your second question, how will their career be in the future? Um, like 2 years from now. Let's see. Spirit, this person in question. What's the energy around their career? How will their career be in the future within the next 2 years? Queen of Swords. Okay. Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. They're going to be happy about their career. There's something like your energy is, I feel there's something triggering here. Let me see, because this is crazy. Two of Swords, the World. You might have like a list of something or like standards or something. It's like this person doesn't move in that energy. It's almost like you might move from a place of, I need my ducks in a row. I need to know what I'm getting myself into. Like, hence the question, like, what is their career going to be like in 2 years? Because this is my plans. This is what I'm trying to do. I need this to happen. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like being the person, like their motivations and how they move in love is a little different. So, for example, like this person might be like, it's love, it's all about love. And it's, as far as their career though, their career I feel like is going to progress. It's going to be in a good space. Um, they might be guided to make some sort of move that is bold in their eyes, or they feel like they they're finally going to reach a place that they feel like they should have been a long time ago, because maybe they were used to some fails, some up and down, some uncertainties in their career, I feel like, or some setbacks, or every time that they strive for a specific goal, it just didn't work, or like they had some sort of setbacks, I feel. But with this to me feels like they are going to reach a place finally that is actually like they're going to be proud of themselves. They're going to be on the up and up. It's like the right time in their life, like things working out finally, but it's all about the divine time. So their career is going to be pretty good around this time, but I feel there's something about the connection where they're going to question you, where they're not feeling like they're questioning your intentions or your motives with them. I feel like that energy is coming up again in this reading. They're not really sure where your focus is, your end goal, what your intentions with them are with love. It does feel like it's not giving them like that emotional security that they feel like they should, like that they should feel. It's not giving them that. It's making them question, you know, why is this person here? Is it conditional, or is it real love, or is this like this transactional type of connection? Or they're going to question that. I get that so strongly. Like this, if they're not already kind of, it might just be something that they're overlooking right now, or it's like, no, we're just, but the more their feelings are involved, the more they're going to question like how invested you are, or the lack thereof. They're going to wonder, they're going to question. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing, sis. I hope that this makes sense, maybe confirmation, maybe better clarity, or something to sit with, think about. But other than that, that is your reading. I hope this was helpful, insightful, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All the other ladies, everybody's timestamps is in the, I thank you guys as well. Everybody's timestamps is in the description already. So if you close out and come back into the reading, open the description, everybody's timestamps are up. Make sure you guys like this video. You can reference it and come back to it if you need. But yeah, much love as always, ladies. I appreciate y'all so much. I will see you guys soon. Once everything gets settled, I'll be back. And yeah, thank you for your patience, everybody, your understanding. And until the next one.